Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at UFC 329. McGregor versus Holloway. McGregor's back. It's official. McGregor's back. I mean, what else could happen in the big 26? McGregor's back after like 6 years away. So it's going to be interesting. But, we've got to start off with the prelim. So first fight of the night is Cody Durden versus Alessandro Costa. I don't think Cody Durden's very good. I don't think I'll ever pick Cody Durden to win a fight. I know we kind of fluked it over Filo. I still don't rate him very highly. That was a fluke in my opinion, and Filo's not even that good anyway. So make of that what you will. We're going to be going with Alessandro Costa. I could see him knocking out Durden. To be honest with you, I could see Alessandro Costa putting it on Durden and knocking him out. Maybe in the second round, second round knockout, late first, mid second round knockout for Alessandro Costa. I'm confident with that one, so we're going to go with Alessandro Costa by knockout over Cody Durden. Next up, we've got Ryan Gandra versus Zach Reese. Zach Reese, super fucking spotty. Yeah, we'll take a look at the records. We'll take a look, see. Super spotty. Just all over the place, really, in his last 5 fights. Where we've got the more consistent Ryan Gandra, putting it on dudes, getting finishes, outside the UFC, gets in on Contender Series, wins his first fight. A bit green, but I think he's got the potential to do it. I really, really do. We're going to go with Ryan Gandra. Do I think he can knock him out? Do I think he can chin Zach Reese? Yeah, Zach Reese has been hittable before. I think, he got knocked out by who? Remind me who knocked him out. There you go, Azamat Bekoev knocked him out. But yeah, Bekoev, I don't know how you pronounce it. But yeah, he's been caught before. I could see it happening again, to be honest with you. So yeah, we're going to go with Ryan Gandra by knockout over Zach Reese. On to the next one. We've got Farid Basharat versus John Garza. Garza? Short notice replacement. Super short notice replacement. Is Garza? Garza? Sure, Garza. John Garza. Sure, why not? Yeah, super short notice is John Garza. Not the best debut, not the best circumstances to make a debut against someone who is fairly technically well-rounded as Farid Basharat. I think if Garza has an advantage, I do think Basharat manages to find another solution to any problems presented. Well-rounded, not the best in the world, not like a world beater by any standard. Is Basharat? I know 15-0, looks really good on the record and whatnot. 6-0 inside the UFC. I'll move my fat head so you can see it. But yeah, it's he's not the best in the world. He's technically well-rounded. Anywhere that Garza has an advantage, I do feel like we can pivot. Basharat can pivot and find a new method of victory or a new strategy to compose. He's got an alright fight IQ. He's just not the best in the world. I know the 15-0. He's just fought mediocre levels of opponents. I don't feel like this is going to be too difficult for him either. So yeah, but yeah, John hoping for an upset here. I do believe hoping for an upset. Let me check the odds actually. What have we got? We've got here for odds. We don't have any odds. Odds apology. It's short notice, I suppose. Oh well. Next up, we've got Damian Penis versus Cesar Almeida. Penis is long. he's thick. He's girthy. Yeah, he's athletic. We're gonna go with Penis. We're going with Penis over Cesar Almeida. Physically gifted, just long. He's gonna be landing shots. What am I doing? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I feel like Penis is gonna win this fight. What an unfortunate name. I know we've had them before. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. Anyway, moving on. We are going with Damian Penis. Probably by a TKO, to be honest with you. I think he probably puts it on Cesar Almeida, beats him up bad, bangs him up bad. I can't get past the name. My apologies. Yeah, we're going with Damian Penis. Going with Damian Penis to beat Cesar Almeida. I feel like the physical attributes would be in Damian's favour. He actually is. Yeah, he's got the better reach. They're actually a similar height. He's actually a strangely long individual. Is Penis. Penis is pretty long, you know. So yeah, we're gonna we're gonna pick Penis by yeah. Oh, he's the favorite anyway, so I'm not even delusional. So yeah, we're gonna go with Penis. I'm liking a Penis TKO, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think Penis is probably gonna get the TKO over Cesar Almeida, but we'll just have to wait and see. On to the next one. We've got Tracy Cortez versus Kong Wang. Now Wang, a little bit more compact, but still formidable. Is Wang, you know, not as big as Penis, but Wang is still, you know, he's got the skills to pay the bills. You know, it's not the size that matters; it's what you do with it. So yeah, we're going with Wang, and maybe this says more about me than it does. You know, we are biased on this channel. No, we're not, but not in that way. We're not. But yeah, we're gonna go with Wang over Tracy Cortez. I don't like Tracy Cortez at all, to be honest with you, and I'm quite a fan of Kong Wang. So yeah, hopefully Kong Wang can get it done. I've been a Wang rider for a while. I mean, what? I've got to stop. This is terrible. I've got to stop doing this. But yeah, you know, we've been riding high with Kong Wang for a while. We've been backing Kong Wang for a while. And I feel like she's got the skills to pay the bills against Tracy Cortez. So I'm pretty confident in picking Wang. Pretty confident, you know. Choosing some Wang, you know. On to the next one. We've got Kai Kamaka, right? I hope that's how you pronounce it. Versus Luke Riley. You already know I'm biased. You already know I'm biased. In this case, even more so. So yeah, we're going with Luke Riley, obviously. I think Luke Riley can get it done by TKO, to be honest with you. Not done a whole lot of research because, you know, I am biased after all. So, you know, it just didn't feel like it was necessary. But from what I have seen of Kai, he's a little bit he struggles to get the finish. He struggles to chase down a finish. I don't know if that's inexperience. He's got quite a few fights under his belt, to be honest with you. Outside of the UFC as well. A lot of fights, in fact. Yeah, only got one fight inside the UFC. So yeah, you know, struggles to chase down a finish. He's well rounded, I'll give him that. But I just don't think his stand up's going to be much to compete with Riley. Maybe his grappling's going to be better than Riley's, but I don't know if he gets to the position to capitalize on that, to take advantage of that. I could see him getting beaten up pretty bad against Luke Riley, and finished, to be honest with you. Luke Riley's pretty dangerous, especially first, early second round, all the way through the first round, early second round. Very dangerous is Luke Riley, and I think he can probably catch Kai Kamaka. So yeah, we're going to go with Luke Riley by TKO over Kai Kamaka. Hope that's how you pronounce that. Kai Kamaka the third. Are they called tribes when they're Polynesian? I don't know. He's the chief, isn't he? I don't know how it works. Next up, we've got aging Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. They're both terrible, to be honest with you. They're both not that good, but Cody Garbrandt is noticeably and has been noticeably on a pretty dramatic decline for the past many years. He's going through some sort of crisis, you know. The tattoos just keep getting worse, as do the performances. Now I know he shouldn't have won that fight though, you know. And let's be honest with ourselves, he's kind of being given a layup here. You know, this would be a layup for anyone else. Adrian Yanez, I don't rate him very highly at all. I just don't think Cody Garbrandt can get it done against him. I think it's you know, I think that ship sailed. You know, I think that ship sailed. It's unfortunate. It really is. I know it's tough, Cody. You know, it's just not going to go his way. I could see Adrian Yanez winning this one by decision, but then again, you know, Cody's not. You know, Cody has won a decision in the recent past, so a robbery decision, but we could see it. We could see it happen again. So yeah, we're going to go with Adrian Yanez probably by a decision over Cody Garbrandt. Yeah, I just don't think Cody's got it the way he used to have it. And that's that really. On to the next one. We've got a Predator versus Elijah Ellison. I mean, what more can I say? I mean, alleged Predator. Well, no. Proven innocent. Got off on a technicality, Predator. Gable Stevenson is being given a layup in Elijah Ellison, because I'm fairly sure Elijah Ellison is fucking tiny in comparison. Maybe not. Maybe I'm being dramatic. Maybe I'm being dramatic. I don't know, man. I feel like Elijah Ellison's a fair bit smaller. Yeah, he's a fair bit smaller. Not crazy smaller, but a fair bit smaller. I just think this is a fucking layup to be giving Gable Stevenson. And you know what? I'm rooting for Elijah Ellison. They've just kind of brought him in here to feed him to Gable Stevenson. Just kind of brought him in here to feed into Gable Stevenson. I don't like that. So I'm going to be honest with you, Gable Stevenson's probably going to win. But I'm picking Elijah Ellison because I need someone to hate this card. I need someone to hate. And you know what? Gable Stevenson's as hateable as anybody. You know? You're learning from the master John Jones. And I'm back. That was instantaneous for you, but for me, I was gone for a whole 10 minutes. Gable Stevenson, creep. Crazy things happened in his past. I think that's where I was up to. Yeah, Gable Stevenson's probably going to win. He's been given a layup, though, in Elijah Ellison. I want Elijah Ellison to win, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, yeah, Gable Stevenson likely to win this one. Do I think he finishes? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really too happy that he's even in the UFC, to be honest with you, but whatever. Next up, we've got Robert Whittaker versus Nikita Krylov. Gonna go Robert Whittaker. You know, some incidents, you know, in the record recently. We'll scroll down a little bit. You know, Khamzat Chimaev, Rani the Ridder. You know, neither very good. You know, to be honest with you. So you know, bit of a. Ooh, I wonder how he's going to fare here. But I don't think Nikita Krylov is on the level of a Khamzat Chimaev or even a Rani the Ridder. He's good. He is. He's good. He's got some experience. You know, he is good. He is good, Nikita Krylov. But I don't know, man. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it done against Whittaker. But then has Whittaker? Has he lost step? You know, has he lost step? Tough one. Tough one. No, I think he gets it done over Nikita Krylov. I'm gonna go with Bobby Knuckles. I'm going with Rob Whittaker over Nikita Krylov. Nikita Krylov. Yeah, I'm gonna go Rob Whittaker. Do I want a TKO? Do I feel like a TKO? I feel like it could be a TKO. I'm gonna go Rob Whittaker by TKO over Nikita Krylov. On to the next one. We've got King Green versus Terence McKinney. I mean, look, this is. I want to pick Bobby Green again. We've been riding high with Bobby. You know, we have been riding high with Bobby. He's on a 3-fight win streak right now, and we've picked him each time. We have. It's, you know, but this could be the end of it. To be honest with you, this could be the end of it. I want to pick Bobby so badly. I want to pick Bobby Green so bad. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with Bobby Green. I'm going with. God damn! Can I really go with Bobby Green? I probably shouldn't, should I? This probably is the end of the streak. Going against much younger, faster Terence McKinney. Oh, it's a tough one. It's not that tough. I feel like McKinney's going to win it, to be honest with you. I just don't want to pick against Bobby Green. Because we're riding high right now. We've got the momentum. King Green's got the momentum. The King is reigning supreme right now. All hail the King. Fuck it, we're going with Bobby Green. I don't care about my fucking pick ratio. We're going with Bobby Green probably by a decision over Terence Chinny McKinney. Yeah, we're going to go with Bobby Green. Fuck it. Next up, he's got old man strength now. But yeah, we're going with Bobby Green. Next up, we've got Brandon Royval versus Lorna Kavanagh. Tough one, to be honest with you. Tough one. I don't know how highly I rate Kavanagh, but then I say that and he does do well. He does do well. I pick him to beat Charles. I think I picked Charles Johnson to beat him as well. But he's all right. He's good. I do think he can beat Brandon. I do think he can beat Brandon Royval. I do. Yeah, I think he can beat Brandon Royval. I think he's well rounded enough. Fast, strong. Yeah, I'm liking Lorna Kavanagh to beat Brandon Royval. I am. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I am. Yeah, I could see it. I'm gonna go with Lorna Kavanagh, probably by a decision over Brandon Royval. But it'll be the toughest fight for Lorna Kavanagh yet. It will be. It will be. Next up, we've got Corey Sanhagen versus Mario Batista. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what's Corey Sanhagen really been doing? You know, he's just kind of stuck at level, isn't he? He's just kind of stuck at level. So I suppose the real assessment is Mario Batista on that level or above it? You know, they both lost to Umar. Hmm. I don't know. You know what? One more time for the road. We're going to go with Corey Sanhagen to win this one. Against my better judgment, we're going with Corey Sanhagen. One last time for the road, eh? Nah, I think he has. Either one can really take this. I mean, what are the odds saying? What are the odds? Slight underdog. Yeah, I mean, I'm going with the favourite to be fair. So yeah, I think Corey Sanhagen can do it. I think probably goes to a decision. Yeah, I think Corey Sanhagen by decision over Mario Batista. On to the next one. We've got. Oh shit! It's co-main event time. We blew through this. How long have we been going for? I had that break in the middle. I've got no concept of time now. It doesn't matter. Co-main event time. We've got Benoit Saint-Denis versus Paddy the Baddy. You already know we're biased, and especially in this case, we're even more so biased. So we are going to be going with Paddy. Look, didn't take Gagey seriously, in my opinion. I don't think he took Gagey seriously. Vaping and whatnot. Eating the bad foods. I don't think he took Gagey as seriously as he should have. And you know what? He was doing all right. He was doing all right at times. The eye poke probably paid the factor. But at the end of the day, he lost that decision to Gagey. Do I think he beats BSD? Yeah, I do think he beats BSD. I do. I think he's just going to be like... I just think he's going to bully through BSD early, set a pace, and BSD's not really going to recover from it. It seems like if you just take the fight to Benoit early and you just kind of keep the pressure up, he never really gets started. I think Paddy's fully capable of doing that. So yeah, we're going to go with Paddy. I'm liking the Paddy TKO, to be honest with you. I mean, look at Benoit Saint-Denis, yeah. Just look at this. Look at this. Chin by Dustin Poirier. Not bad, not bad, you know. The eye injury from Moicano, big cut from Moicano. Doctor stoppage. Now we could call that a fluke. We could say he got beat by the better fighter with Poirier. We can call the Moicano thing a fluke. But then didn't look incredible to start against Dan Hooker. You know, kind of got bullied around in the first round by Dan Hooker. It didn't look good, and then he kind of found his feet. So I don't know. It is a tough one. It is. It is a tough one. But I lean towards Paddy. Of course I do. I'm biased. So yeah, we're gonna go with Paddy Pimblett. I'm liking the Paddy win here. I think Paddy can put it on him. To be honest with you, I think early in the fight, Paddy can take a punch as well. So I do think he's going to be able to take a bit of damage. It's the chin's still in the air though. That's the thing. And BSD does have power too. Maybe no, I don't think he's the one to crack Paddy, but it's always possible. No, we're going to go with Paddy Pimblett. I think Paddy can get a TKO over BSD and then put an end to this new streak he's put together. Unfortunately for him, but yeah, we're going to go with yeah, we're gonna go with Paddy. We are. We're gonna go with Paddy. I think he can get it done. Grappling wise, I do think he has the advantage. Stand up, it's maybe more even, but I think Paddy can just tough through it. To be honest with you, unlike Benoit Saint-Denis, who's looked a bit susceptible to taking heavy shots, which isn't like everyone's susceptible to taking heavy shots, but BSD kind of wears it and looks a bit dejected sometimes when it happens to him. So we'll have to see, but I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. I'm confident. I'm comfortable. Comfortable. Taking Paddy for this one. Yeah, I'll have Paddy Pimblett by TKO over Benoit Saint-Denis. And now it's main event time. The most controversial of main events. The most hotly debated of main events. Now, when this first got announced, I was like, damn, McGregor's going to get chinned by Holloway. That's rough for McGregor. But now that we're like a few days removed from the fight, I haven't seen a tremendous amount of like McGregor interviews or McGregor like going viral in a club or anything like that. I think there was an interview released like maybe 2 hours ago from the time of recording this, which is the most recent one. And it's like a sit down interview, I do believe. So I'll have to take a look at that. But as far as I can see, you know, he's kind of reined it in for this fight. You know, I'm not going to say it's, you know, it's classic McGregor. We got vintage McGregor back, but he's definitely dialed it back. He's going to be big coming into this fight as well over Holloway. But Holloway does okay against bigger guys, so it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, McGregor won previously. Does he have the speed and the power and the fight IQ to push early, like in the previous fight? Because you know Max Holloway still is, you know, a slow starter. It always has been, and I feel like that was a contributor in their first fight, which McGregor ran away with immediately. Um, so yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to call. I do think McGregor, being the counter striker, is probably going to take a lot of damage if it goes past 2 rounds. To be honest with you, McGregor's most powerful shots are his counters. Obviously, I'm explaining this like no one knows who McGregor is. He's like the fucking brand. He was like the face of the sport for the longest time. But McGregor's all McGregor's power comes from his counters. He wants you to throw shots at him. Holloway has a high output. I think if we get past the first 2 rounds and McGregor loses that knockout power, then Holloway's just going to beat him up. And it's going to probably be a TKO victory for Max Holloway if it goes longer than... Yeah, longer than... I'd say if it goes into the 3rd round, the odds of a Max Holloway TKO dramatically go up. Dramatically go up. But McGregor could 100% put it on him in the first 2. You know, Holloway's a great boxer, but McGregor's counter-striking, he's just accurate. He's just so accurate. He was just so accurate. And, you know, he has been gone for like 5, 6 years. Was injured. He's been partying for like 5, 6 years. Has had repeated attempts to get back on the horse, you know? To get back on the wagon, I think is the expression. Is the fame too much? Is the money too much? I seen that Ariel Hawani interview where he was like, you know, I'm a different man. I've changed. Yeah, you know, I'm not Jack Flash anymore. Yeah, I don't wear watches. Well, I am wearing my very nice watch because he's wearing the fucking watch in the interview, pretending in a fucking stupid bowler hat and a nice suit. He's like, I'm not Jack Flash anymore. You are though. You are. And he kind of realizes that in the interview, and it's like an awkward moment. Not the point I'm making. The point is, he seems kind of locked in. I like the vibe. And now that it's coming closer to it, more people are starting to doubt him. I feel like that's where McGregor shines the most, is where he's being doubted. You know, we go back to, yeah, we go back to the height of McGregor, if you will. You know, before all of this. But you know, we go back. You know, Chad Mendes. No one thought he was going to win. Jose Aldo. No one thought he was going to win, really. And then Eddie Alvarez fucking as well. Like, no one thought he was going to win. I know no one thought he was going to win against Khabib, but he was like the first guy to win a round off him or something, right? To win rounds off Khabib. So, I don't know. I don't know. Make of that what you will. Then obviously we have the comeback against Cerrone. Breaks his nose with the shoulder. And then with, you know, the 2 losses to Poirier. And you know, it could be a similar thing, you know. Dustin Poirier did lose. Where is it? Dustin did lose to him. Did I go past it already? I feel like I did. I feel like I did. There he is, right there. Definitely went past it already. Yeah, you know, he beat Dustin Poirier, you know, and then Dustin came back and solidified himself as better and then retired, you know. So we have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm confident of picking McGregor. I mean, is he the underdog for this one? Is he the dog? He is the dog. And the way things have been trending recently, you know, you just kind of go with the underdog for the main event, and you're right, regardless of the matchup or the fight science or anything like that. You know, you just go with the underdog, and usually you're correct these days. So we're just gonna go with McGregor. You know, he seems to be locked in. As far as I can tell, he seems to be locked in. Not that I'm a fucking body language expert, but as far as I can tell, he seems locked in. He's been training for it. This is actually a tough fight. This is someone he has to take seriously. In Max Holloway, he's always dangerous. Always has been dangerous. And the fact that he's beaten before, you know, he doesn't want to repeat it with Dustin Poirier, where he's retreading old ground and it's kicking his ass. So yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. But I do think McGregor can get this one done. I do think he can knock Max Holloway out, to be honest with you. But yeah, so we're gonna go with Conor McGregor by a TKO over Max Holloway. I know the last fight did end in a decision, right? Let's go all the way. We'll do it on McGregor because it'll be closer to the top. Let's see. Max Holloway. Yeah, it was a decision. He did win a decision. I do remember correctly. So yeah, I could see him chinning him this time out. McGregor's bigger, so is Holloway, but McGregor's bigger, probably more power in them shots. Maybe it makes him slower, but McGregor's always been accurate as well, and that kind of makes up for the speed disadvantage. So it'll be an interesting one to see, which is what I keep repeating. So yeah, we're going to go with McGregor over Holloway. Look, Holloway can absolutely volume. If McGregor doesn't get Holloway hurt and like get him fucking scrambled a little bit and thinking about his next move and shit, early in the fight, Holloway has the potential to just from midpoint round two, maybe the start of round three, just dominating McGregor and just high pressure, high intensity. The power's gone. McGregor can't hit me anymore. I can walk into these shots and take them happily. Like Holloway is as dangerous throughout the fight. In fact, if anything, he gets more dangerous because he's kind of slow in the first round. Whereas McGregor's dangerous really early and then kind of falls off as the fight goes on, finish potential wise. So it'll be interesting to see. It really, really will. Be good to see how he comes back after all this time off as well, and if he has actually locked in. But yeah, I think that does conclude. We're going to go with McGregor by a TKO over Max Holloway. We're going with the underdog. It's been working out. It's been working out. So yeah, we're going to go with Conor McGregor. And that does conclude. So if you enjoyed, leave me a like, subscribe for more picks. Maybe I'll make a video about Gable Stevenson, complaining about Gable Stevenson. We'll just have to wait and see. But until next time, keep your chin down and keep swinging. Peace and love. I'll see you around.